everyone, guess what? It's time for What's in the Poundland bin. But I might have to turn the volume down a little bit this time. I'll show you why. Ooh. Why do we go down here? Ah, bless her, she's fast asleep. Ah, and I can't blow her little eardrums, can I? You alright, Bobby? You comfy down there? Yes, so we'll just have to do it quieter than normal. So let's get the bin out then, shall we? And find out what today's film's going to be. Okie dokie, right. Now we've got the bin down here. We've got to put something in here. Maybe we'll get lucky today and there'll be something to accompany extraction. Or maybe it will go back up there with the other ones. Down here, I don't know if you know the other day that my skybox was running really hot. And I had to turn it off for a day or two. Well, I managed to pick up this grill, as you can see, the silver grill there. Put a bit of Velcro on the edges to protect it against the top of the Blu-ray player. But it's doing its job pretty well. It's not directly on top of the Blu-ray player now, so I'm happy with that. It's still getting hot, but I picked up that grill. It was £2.99, reduced to £1, but when I got to the checkout, it was 10p in B&M. Happy days. Right, so here we go. Oh, God blimey, look, dust is gathering again. So here's the old Poundland bin. Oh, and I picked up a couple of stickers to go on here, which I'll do on a separate video. Some Spider-Man ones, but I'm going to look around for some others so that we can plaster it. Right. Hello, Poundland bin. I'm going to get fucking sick and tired of doing that. Right, hey, let's do one for luck. Right, okie doke. So where are we going to go today? I reckon maybe we go up sort of like that area. Oh yeah, I'm digging right down deep, right at the back. Okay. Okie dokie, what have we got? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Wow. If this is anything like I've heard, it's probably not going to go in the trash. Hologram for a King, Tom Hanks. I remember this when it was at the cinema. Never got to go and see it. Tom Hanks at his best, it says. Let's stick it on the player and let's get started. Okay, so let's get the disc out. Oh, I do like it when they come with nice pictures on. And down to the player. Where's the eject? Here she comes. And so I've got my drink, my lovely drinky. No food today, no munchies. I've just had a lovely salad, and I've just come back from the cinema from seeing Skyscraper. Oh yeah, which I'll talk a little bit about. I'll talk a little bit about in a couple of days, maybe on the Blu-ray shopping day on Monday. But yes, so I am full. I don't need anything to eat, and I think Bobby's sat down there as well. So it's time for the film. Let's do it. Oh, baby. Okay, so film's just finished. What did I think of Hologram for a King? Very interesting film. Pretty good. I really actually enjoyed it, to be perfectly honest. Kind of a short film, it's about 98 minutes, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Okay, so my reviews for Poundland bin always contain some spoilers, so just to be aware. Okay, so story-wise, Tom Hanks plays a character called Alan Clay, who's kind of a failed salesman back home in the US. And he's going through some money problems. And his idea to try and kind of like stave off bankruptcy and to help pay for things like his divorce that he's going through at the moment and his daughter's college funds, to go out to Saudi Arabia and pitch this new IT hologram system for the king. And the funny thing is, when the film first started, it was another one of those weird moments, because all of a sudden, same as it ever was, started playing, and Tom Hanks miming to it. Yeah, it's very unusual. Took me a bit by surprise. Okay, so when he flies to Saudi Arabia, while he's out there, he's waiting for an appointment. He's waiting to meet the king. But apparently the king hasn't showed up. And this is the king of economy and trade. And the king hasn't showed up for about 18 months. So it's just a waiting game. So what happens is he hires a car and a driver to take him to the rest of his IT team, who are situated in this big old tent out in the middle of nowhere in the desert. They got poor Wi-Fi, no food, crap food. The air conditioning's barely working. And he hires this driver to take him out there every day to his team. Now the driver, his name's Yusuf, played by Alexander Black. He kind of reminds me of Dupinder from Deadpool. It's that same cheekiness and that same kind of like one-liners and sense of humour. But he played it really well. Alexander Black played it really well as this character. So he was a lovable rogue character. Yeah, and all these days he's out there waiting for this king to arrive. And one of the days, the king is actually in Jeddah. Didn't that get blown up by the Death Star in Rogue One? I do everything to protect you, Jin. Tell me you understand. Alan is also having these kind of flashbacks. Flashbacks and memories of his family, you know, whether it be his daughter, conversations with his daughter, signing of things like the divorce agreements and things like that, to also like his meetings with his bosses back home. Kind of like throws you a little bit of backstory in there, flashback wise. While Alan's there, he gets to experience some of the many wonders of Saudi Arabia, whether it be the tasting the local culture, you know, the food, seeing some beautiful sights out in the desert, and what could be with all this building work that's going on out there. They're building crap loads of apartment blocks and things like that, and it's going to be this huge metropolis within a couple of years, they're hoping. And while he's there, his health is kind of like declining slightly. We don't really know why, but his energy levels are going down, and he discovers that he's got this mysterious lump about that big growing on his back. Meets up with this doctor to have it examined. She does biopsy on it and things like that. But he gets close to her. He starts to get close to her, and they start to develop a relationship. And what being Saudi Arabia, you know, and laws are very strict out there. You know, they're not allowed alcohol. It's completely illegal. And, you know, when it comes to, like, flirting in public and sexual exhibition in public, you know, you could probably get arrested and shot. That's a bit harsh, but it's probably true. So yeah, and he goes out snorkeling with this doctor that he's got close to. And they have this lovely swim under the water, seeing all these fish and the barrier reef and all that kind of stuff. It was very pleasant, really pleasant scenes. So yeah, it was a very charming film. Very charming, delightful, heartwarming film. It makes a change from the kind of like disaster stuff and explosions and all that. Because I mean, I saw Skyscraper earlier on today, and that was just wall-to-wall explosions and gunshots. People getting killed. So it was very pleasant to see something a little bit down to earth. So I would definitely recommend it. As I say, it's not a long film. It's only about just a little bit more than an hour and a half. I think it's 98 minutes. Yeah, 98 minutes. So picture-wise and sound-wise. Picture-wise, there's a little bit of grain evident towards the beginning of the film. Most of the film obviously is set out in the desert, so you've got beautiful landscapes. You've got all this sand, so you don't know if there's grain or not. But the landscapes are lovely. It's a crisp image, and there's all sorts of colours, you know, whether it be palm trees and the sea, the beautiful light blue sea and things like that, and the whites of the sheiks' clothing and things like that. So lots of exotic colours, lots of lovely palette. Oh, listen to me. Sound is good. The sound is DTS Master Audio 5.1, 5.1, which was upscaled to DTS Neuro as usual. Not a huge soundscape, as you would imagine, but dialogue was beautiful. Dialogue, you could hear every word, very crisp, clear. Bass, didn't get chance to use too much bass because there wasn't really that kind of film, although Alan did visit a nightclub, so that got a bit of bass coming in, but it's not a bass heavy film. As for the extras, which they actually are a few extras on here, it's a special features making of, a hologram for a king and an image gallery, so that's pretty good. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Yeah, so it looks like it's region B locked, as you can see down there. And yeah, not a bad film for £1 in Poundland. One of the highlights of my Poundland purchasing. So out of a score of 10, I really did enjoy it, and I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. So you can probably assume where it's going to go, but let's go and have a look and see if it's going to go in the trash bin or on the shelf. Right, so hologram for the king. Where's it going? Is it going on the shelf, or is it going to go in the old trash? Let's have a look. Okay, so hologram for the king. Where is it going to go? Is it going to go down in the old trash to keep extraction company, or shall we put it up on the shelf there? Okay, so let's put it in its place then. Nah. Yep, up on the shelf. So we've got 5 on the shelf and 1 in the old trash bin. Oh, poor extraction. Don't worry, something will come and keep you company sooner or later. Well, I hope you enjoyed another What's in the Poundland bin. We really must get it decorated with some stickers, so we'll do that in a couple of days. Another episode next Sunday. So hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you all on the next episode of What's in the Poundland bin. Bye.